Stutchins, and I'm just going to go over the Northwest Ordinance of 1787. So in the Google Meet, I'm going to go over the assignment in more detail, and I'm also going to do some of the questions with you guys. So I do recommend not only watching this video, but making sure you pay attention in the Google Meet. If you did not, maybe you want to come back to the Google Meet next for help. But that's just a side note. Okay, so the first slide is where the video directions are. The second slide is where it really starts. So if you tap here in present mode, it's going to take you to the directions for this assignment. It's a much clearer picture than the one that I was able to put on the slides, but because it doesn't always load on people's iPads, I did put the reading on slide 3 and 4 that you're going to need for 5 and 6. Also, if you look on this paragraph, you'll see that I put paragraph numbers. Those are going to become important. Those are going to be important when it comes to slides 5 and 6. So make sure that you are aware of the paragraph numbers. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to read those 2 slides above, and then you're going to answer each one of these questions. And I tell you where to find the answers, what paragraph you need to go to based on these numbers that are on this reading. Now the PDF doesn't have those because I was unable to add it, but like the ones in these slides do. So you're going to want to read the question, and then you go to that paragraph number to get your answer. So how did the United States government gain control over the lands in the Western Territory? How did they get control over it? How did they win it? As surveyors walked the land, how were they instructed to measure and document the territory? So how were they able to measure it and things like that? So the questions are pretty like self-explanatory. There shouldn't be too much difficulty with them, but for obvious reasons. If you're reading it and it does not make sense to you, make sure that you're asking me for clarification so I can change the question or rephrase it for you. Okay, so this number little sequence thing, it's just to show you this part. You guys will see right here, the picture. It has it on this slide a little bit clearer. But it's just to show you that this is where you're going to find answers and things like that to that. So with this, again, sorry, I went to the wrong slide. With this one's going to actually, even though the picture is going to be on slide 2, the answers you're going to find in paragraph 3. So, and you're going to find the answers for all 3 of these in paragraph 3. So that's why there's arrows at each one of those. Okay. So before you start with slides 9 and 11, again, this is just to mark the halfway point between this assignment and just to let you know that this assignment is due tomorrow, so you don't need to rush through it. But before you do slides 9 through 11, you need to make sure that the next three slides, the reading is going to be on those slides. You don't have to go to the reading that's in on slides 2 and 3 because they're not going to, they don't relate to the questions that you're going to do. The answers for these questions will be above the question. So it's just so that way people don't get confused. So what you're going to do is you're going to read this portion, then you're going to answer the question in here. It just tells you to summarize the meaning of Article 1. So you read this, and then you answer it here. We're going to be doing this one together in Google Meet, so just make sure you got the answers correctly in there. Okay, then you read Article 2. Make sure you're reading these yellow parts that have definitions, and then it's asking you the question. You answer it. Then I go to the next one, same thing. Read the article, answer the question. Read the article, answer the question. Same thing. Read the article, answer the question. My guess is the most difficulty will be in me needing to rephrase questions. So if for some reason you are having trouble with the question, don't just skip it. Don't just avoid it. Make sure you're asking me so I can rephrase it for you or help you. You can always come back to the Google Meet and I will help you with each of those questions you're having difficulty with. So after that, you're going to do page 8 in your student notebook. So you're going to go click on your period, open your student notebook, do that page. The question will relate to this assignment, so you will have to go back to this assignment. And then after that, you're done with this assignment. So just don't forget to hit turn in or mark as done in Google Classroom. But yeah, if you have any questions or concerns or you just don't understand something, make sure you reach out to me. Make sure you come back into Google Meet and ask. But other than that, that's it. Thank you for listening.